What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we are back. And to this week, right? We didn't really do the normal Barca Weekly, but today we are doing the El Clasico special, and more guys should be coming through. So make sure to smash up the likes and subscribe because listen, this show is gonna be absolute box office. So make sure to smash up the likes, but before I get completely into it, right? Smash up the likes, get in the chat. Do not move fraudulent. Let me know your confidence in the chat about Real Madrid. I cannot wait for the game tomorrow. I don't care if everybody's down. I don't care if we're Hospital FC. I can't wait still. How are you guys doing? My panelists right now, Guler Podcast, and also Leo from Football is Vida. How y'all doing, bro?
I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on the channel. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm excited to talk about Barcelona. I'm excited for this weekend's match. El Clásico, Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Pedri. It's a huge occasion. Barcelona fighting for the La Liga title against Real Madrid. It's going to be an exciting match, and I absolutely cannot wait to dive into it. Lots at stake. We were talking about it briefly right before the show, but it's going to be exciting. And once again, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, big up, bro. What about you, Leo? Hey, Leo, how you feeling, bro? Leo, rub me your hands. How you feeling, bro?
Yo, can you remind me where we're playing at tomorrow?
Hey, the Santiago
No, no,
Estadio
no, 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 no.
Bernabeu.
It's not the Santiago Bernabeu. It's our playground. Our playground.
Okay.
They remember what we did to them last season. We bend them over. They know. They remember. They remember. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna destroy them. We're gonna get our dub, 5 for 5. But Dristas, I know they're nervous for this game. I'm calm, kind of nervous, but still calm. I'm calm. So I'm excited though. I'm very excited. A lot at stake for this game for sure. A lot of storylines going into this match, but hopefully Barca can do it. Lamine definitely got to step up. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, bro? The way that Yamal is speaking, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like we said it before the stream, bro. This guy's legitimately like. It sounds cringy, but legit, he's gambling like all his aura, bro. Like last year, I can't lie, this guy was cold. He talked the talk, walked the walk. But bro just did it again. I'm like, yo, Lamine. But I mean, we'll speak about that. But I mean, how you guys just initial thoughts on that, bro? When Yamal's talking crazy about Real Madrid again.
I'm gonna be honest. I absolutely love it. When you have these two huge clubs going against each other, the rivalry that the fan base has, and the history. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Lamine Yamal, talk your talk. I absolutely love it, and we'll see tomorrow if he can back it up. As you said, gambling his aura, bro. It's gonna be exciting. We've seen the last two times that Lamine, has posted on social media. It hasn't particularly worked out, but let's see if that story changes tomorrow. We know big game Lamine. In most of the big games, other than these past, I would say the game against PSG in Portugal, he's been outstanding. So let's see what Lamine Yamal shows up.
Hey Leo, what about you?
Yep.
Hey Leo, what about you? What are you saying about Yamal's comment? I'll put it up on screen. We'll just talk about it first, right? It's the
Mm.
most recent thing. But what are you saying about that, bro?
Nah, man, I love it too, bro. There's no problem. I mean, we know he's a very confident guy. He always does this. Man, yeah, of course, it hasn't worked out so recent, but I mean, we know he's a big game player, and I don't know. I feel like if a lot of people read into it rather than actually listening to him talking to it, because for those that understand Spanish and watch how they interacted with each other, it sounded more like banter between him, Lamine,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the guys he was with, because I guess they're friends and stuff. But at the same time, Lamine is serious. He's a very confident guy, so I have no problem with it. But now he has to show it on the pitch.
I mean, yo, Warrior, big up Warrior Cooler. You know what I'm saying? Pulling through.
Yeah,
Warrior
yeah.
Cooler. What you
What's up?
saying,
What's
bro?
up?
El Clasico's tomorrow, bro. What you saying, man?
Nah, man, I'm excited, man. It's all El Clasico. You guys know, man. It's a big game. Like I'm already stressing before the game started. I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm gonna sleep. I'm just thinking about the game. It's an early game as well. Early
Yeah.
kickoff. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, bro. But guys, you know what? I'll show y'all. Like, if you guys didn't, like, no offense, if you're not on the internet or you live under a rock, all right? This is what Lamine Yamal said, bro. He basically said, right? I don't know, this random guy called Iba. He said, you have to score at the Bernabeu. He said, I've already done that. Don't you remember? The Bernabeu will be difficult. He said, well, not for Barca. The last time I played over there, what was the score? 0-4, and then he smiles, bro. And then, bro, this is the thing. It's not just that. Hold up. Did I click the wrong thing, guys? That wasn't it though. Like I want to show you guys also. What was it? To be fair, guys, look at this record: Mbappe versus Lamine Yamal. Y'all can see the screen. He is legit 6-0. Shout out Michael Jordan, 6-0 against Mbappe in his last 6 games. Like, bro, to be fair, right? Lamine Yamal, whenever he plays Mbappe, brother, France or Madrid, like he always backs it up. So I don't completely blame him, but I'm trying to find the quote exactly. This is the one that I think Madrid fans are going to be mad at the most, bro, because he said they always get the calls, they always complain. And you know what I have to say, guys? I don't know about you guys, right? This one right here, I love it because it's absolute facts. Forget about it's Yamal. Okay, yeah, he talks a lot, bro. Madrid, whenever they get a call, nothing. Whenever it's a Fugazi pen, nothing. But whenever it's a decision that, you know what, maybe Osasuna or a random team get a penalty against Madrid, bam, Madrid TV filing reports to La Liga. So, I mean, what are y'all saying about this, bro?
Oh, well, I'm gonna start off.
Yeah,
I mean, go for it.
No, but I was gonna say I like the confidence, man, and I like this trash talk or whatever you say. Like he made the game way more interesting now. There's a lot in the stake for him as well. He has to perform now. He walk to walk now. Can he talk to talk, or what was the saying? He talk to talk. Can he walk to walk? Look, I love the confidence, man. A lot of people are, especially I've seen some Barcelona fans getting onto him, bro.
Yeah.
We have to back the guy, man. This is confidence. This is not arrogance. This is a kid that believes in himself. I'm tired of this PR merchants saying the like everything that the fans want to hear. Just back yourself. Show some confidence. Some personalities, man. And the thing is, you can never win as not only a Barca player, as a football player. If you like say whatever the fans want, be humble like Messi was. He was always getting hate regardless. They were saying Messi was.
Man.
Yeah,
Bro,
Messi. He's hiding something. They used to say like he's hiding
fans,
something.
They hate Messi, and Messi's flipping humble. So I don't care if Yamal talks, bro. I have to be honest, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I like it, man. That's all I have to say. I like it.
What's it called? You know, you had Messi being all humble, respectful, and they still find ways to criticize him. You know, you had media campaigns, and now you see the same thing against Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal, when he's actually talking, you know, he's making, as the comment says, more interesting. Which I'm sorry. Do any of us actually agree with this statement? You know, when you know, do any of us actually disagree? No, he didn't really lie. You know, Madrid are that team, you know, where if things don't go in their favor, you see a video next week up in Real Madrid TV, you know, bashing the referee or, you know, making a compilation. It's absolutely ridiculous. And when Lamine Yamal is confident and everything, and I don't really like these. What you did talk about it, but I don't really like the Barcelona fans who have been critical of Lamine. You know, for saying some of these things. Back the guy, bro. In such a huge game, you want all of our players to be going in with confidence. Be confident that Barcelona are going to win. It's a huge game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's the thing. Maybe that's why he's a big game player, because he has, like, in a way, like, delusional confidence. But I think sometimes it's a good thing. Like, this is why he performs against Real Madrid all the time, bro. Like, he shows them no respect. But Leo, you got any, like, comments on that, bro?
Yeah, I totally agree with everything you guys said. I feel like the Barcelona fans that aren't supporting Lamine are probably the ones scared. They're probably the ones that are going into this game not too confident, saying, Lamine, don't talk because we might lose. And like, come on, bro. We gotta go in confident in this game. When it comes to the Clásico, you know, form can go out the window. We know in Barcelona, we know they like to step up at our playgrounds and against Real Madrid all the time. And we also got to understand Lamine Yamal is a kid. He's grew up in the era of social media. So I've seen him respond to TikTokers. I've seen him respond to different people when they troll him and stuff, when they make fun of him. So like he's probably doing the same thing. You want to troll people back. So man, I respect him, man. Now he's a showed on the pitch again.
Yeah, nah, facts. Yo, guys, hey, people in the chat, smash up the likes. We got 30 people early doors, guys. Let's get to at least 30 likes. Come on, do not move fraudulently. Guys, if you want Barca to smash Real Madrid, smash the likes. And even if you're a Madrid fan, vice versa, even though that's not going to happen, right? Because there are some Madrid fans over here. He said, big up the ops. Look at this guy, Football Carnage, my G. Bro said, this is Barcelona's UCL final. Bro, if you guys don't beat us, dude, like, hey, when are you going to beat us? That's my question. What the hell? Everybody's in the hospital. Shout out Dani Olmo. I mean, he lives there. But like Rafinha, everybody else, bro. Like Down Garcia, bro. We have so many
Even
guys.
Christensen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
Even Christensen. He's not even in the squad. That's
But
released.
we're gonna speak on that, bro. Like this is your best shot, Real Madrid. Like if you can't beat us now, and we're not even playing well either on the pitch that well. When are
Yo,
you guys
what
gonna
are
beat
these
us?
things I've been hearing about Kunde? I don't know why people were talking about Kunde. I saw a comment earlier that Kunde is not well or something.
I
Yeah.
think he
Apparently
barely made it
he
somehow.
was.
I don't know how.
He got injured, but now he's in the squad, so
No.
he's fine, I think.
No, yeah, like he didn't train for these like past couple of days and everything, and there was some doubt in regards to his availability this weekend and everything. And honestly, I want to have this conversation as well. Like I was going to ask you guys, but would you guys even play Jose Koundé even if he was at 100%? Because the way that he's been playing these past couple of weeks, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Eric Garcia with the form that he's on right now.
Hold on, you know what? I was gonna actually speak on this, like, and we might as well just jump into it right now, guys. Smash up the likes, at least 30 likes ASAP. Like up the stream. Do not move like flipping Dani Olmo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be injured and playing bad. Like, pick a struggle, bro. Come on. But right. Let's start with the back line because there's two things. I think the midfield is set. De Jong, Pedri, Fermin. Nobody's gonna argue. I'm pretty sure. I mean, is anybody gonna argue? I'm not arguing. All right, calm.
Wait, I
All
mean,
right, so
wait. I made a preview video yesterday and I had Casado in there. But so that means you guys are putting who up top then?
Okay, you know what? We'll start with attack because I think defense is a bit different. For attack, I'm assuming Ferran's fine. Guys, let me know in the chat, but for me, I want Ferran start. I know Dro's a big game, bro, but no way Dro plays the Clasico to start. I can't see. I think Ferran, Yamal, Rashford on the left. That's what I want. I mean, what about y'all?
Bro, I don't know because Ferran, before his injury, he hasn't been in the best of forms, and now he coming back into this big match, not match fit. Obviously not getting minutes beforehand. I thought he was he was part of the squad against Olympiacos, right? I thought he was
He was on the bench.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get minutes there. Then I'm like, all right, that's a little test to get to warm up minutes to get ready for a Clasico, but he didn't play. So I'm like, I don't know if he should start this game because if Ferran before his injury hasn't been looking the best, him coming back into such a big occasion, I don't know. I have some doubts on that. I was thinking Casado in the midfield and then have Fermin, Rashford, and Lamine up top. Yeah, basically. Like we played against Olympiacos, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Wario, what you want as your front three then?
I think Ferran might start, because he was on the bench in the Olympiacos game. And I think if the game was a bit closer because we cooked him 6-1, he might have featured. So I think one of the reasons that he didn't even play that game was the game was way over. And he thought, let me give him extra rest for the El Clasico. That could be the case. Hopefully that will be the case. I want him to start because he is our only natural striker that we have as of right now. Lewandowski is injured. Rashford, even though he was good as a striker, I think his best position is a left winger. So I want my attacking to be left winger, Rashford, attacking Ferran, striker Ferran, and then Lamine Yamal. And apparently, I don't know if you guys saw the report, Hansi has actually tried that attack in the training today. So that could be it.
No, I mean with Barcelona, limited players in the attack. No Rafinha, which is a massive blow. No Robert Lewandowski as well. Even coming to the season, Barcelona were looking a little bit light in that front line, and with those injuries, it's just I think that's the only lineup that Hansi Flick can possibly field. I do think that Rui Bardaji is going to have some impact, in the second half. I do think that's going to be an option coming off the bench because when you look at it, Ferran just coming off an injury, Rashford having tons of minutes under his belt in these past couple of weeks, Lamine Yamal also coming off. Even though these players are fit and available, not all of them are at 100%. So we are going to have to rely on that bench for some impact into the match. And in regards to the defense, guys,
real quick, before we get to the defense, bro, I actually want to see Ronnie. Like, not to start, obviously. Like, we got Yamal, but I want to see Ronnie, bro. Did you guys see that Elastico the other game, bro? Man, moving like Ronaldinho, bro. Clean. That was so fire. Like, it was like bam, bam. Like, it was so crisp, bro. I want to see Ronnie. Yeah, at least like 20 minutes, bro. But I mean, what about y'all, bro?
I mean, Olympiacos as well. And no, the Girona game, he had that amazing Trivela pass to Rashford as well. and he was actually the guy who gave the pass to Frankie De Jong before he assisted Araujo. I mean, lately he's been good, so I really hope to see him as well. I really hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely some minutes
yeah.
for Rooney. I hope he definitely he got to get that experience for Clásicos too. Get see how it is to play these kind of games. But yeah, I like to
No.
see him, but it depends on how the game is going. If we're getting killed, we might have to still rely on the main guys. But if we're comfortable, we're doing well, then yeah, bring him in.
And something that hasn't been talked about much about Rooney is that he's still only 19. He's super young. He's super young. He's coming to the team, and in the minutes that he's had so far, he's been looking impressive. He's been growing into the Barcelona jersey in the games that he has been featured. He's having some impact. Just looking at the most recent match, a fantastic Elastico, to put in that cross in which Barcelona
That
did
was
score
crazy,
from.
bro. I
But
mean,
he's been doing well.
yeah, I mean, yo, guys. Okay, so I feel like this is the real debate, though. Like the defense, because like I mean, there's one guy's gonna sit out. I mean, Balde is gonna start. Kabarsi's gonna start. But it's like, who's gonna play? For me, I want Eric playing. Eric's been playing too good for me to drop. But I want Eric as a right back. I want Araujo as a center back. I think Koundé's been bad. I mean, it might be a hot take, right? But Koundé's been really bad. And like, I try to back him, but it's like, dude, it's too many times in a row where you're playing bad. And if you guys have Koundé starting, it's not crazy to say. He's still a big-time player for us, bro. He's still one of the best right backs in the world. Last season was amazing. But I want Eric as right back. I want Araujo as center back. I want Kabarsi as center back. And I want Balde at left back because I think Koundé's been very bad, bro. I can't. That's just me, like offensively and defensively. But, I mean, what are you guys saying for the back line? I mean, who do you guys want to start?
I mean, for me, like I was looking a lot into this week of how Hansi Flick was going to set up as to an idea of how he would want to set up again in the Clásico. So in the Olympiacos game being one of them for sure. And he went with the back line of Balde, Kubarsi, Eric Garcia, and Jules Koundé. So that's giving me the idea that Hansi Flick wants to continue to trust Koundé. I know he's been bad in form, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know if you guys agree, but for me, it's not. I don't think it's like an ability thing of he's just bad. I think because what he did last season, he was great for us, right?
Yeah.
He did great things for us. I think it's just a matter of confidence. I don't know what happened to his confidence. He's just every time he gets the ball, he looks lost at times. He looks scared at times going in 1v1 situations. I don't know what it is. For me, it's a confidence thing, and I feel like the worst thing you can do is bench him in this big game, basically telling him you're not good enough to play this game. I don't trust you, so you might have to hit the bench. And I feel like that's going to kill his confidence. I feel like he should play and try to get his confidence back and maybe get back to that level. But at the same time, I understand the worries that he's just not been good and going up against Vinny.
No.
It's tough.
Yeah, bro. Like, if we get cooked by Vinny, bro, I might crash out, bro. Like,
Vinny in the last 4 Clásicos, let's be honest, nowhere near good enough.
Exactly.
Nowhere near good enough.
He hasn't been really, really good. But to talk about Jules Koundé and everything, I don't know if you guys can, or what your thoughts on Jules Koundé is, but I see it more as like a mental exhaustion just after playing so much football, after playing so many minutes, having such a high intensity. You get to a level where I just think he needs some time away from the starting 11. And when you have Eric Garcia playing at the level that he's at, I see him as a starter for sure. I would arguably say that he's been Barcelona's best defender so far in these past opening weeks of the season. And when you're talking about who should be starting, Araujo, he has his moments. He has his moments where he's absolutely fantastic. You saw him against Newcastle, where against the physicality, against the height, he was able to handle it. But then you saw that he has his bozo moments against Sevilla. Giving away the penalty to put Barcelona, on the back foot against Real Madrid, against a fast Mbappe, a Vinny Jr. who's going to be looking to target him. Should Barcelona be starting Araujo? I don't know. Reports were saying that it was going to be an Eric Garcia, Kubarsi partnership, Jules Koundé at the right back. I don't know. It's up to Hansi Flick to see what he wants to start.
What would you go for? Like, what would you go for?
I would go with the players who are on form. For sure, my partnership would be Kubarsi and Eric Garcia. Whether Eric Garcia plays at right back or at center back, that's going to be up to Hansi Flick to say, hey, because I don't know Jules Koundé's fitness. Is Jules Koundé at 100%? Because if he is, I'd rather put faith in Jules Koundé than Ron Araujo. Those are my thoughts, but I don't know to see how fit Jules Koundé is because he hasn't been training for these past couple of days.
I mean, fair enough. Warrior, what you saying for your back line, bro?
Nah, as Kule podcast mentioned, I trust Jules Koundé as well, man. I need him to start as a right back, man. Vinicius Jr., in my opinion, will easily cook Eric Garcia. And look, Eric Garcia has been absolutely amazing this season, but on the ball and his positioning, everything is amazing. But his ability 1v1, he's not that fast, and defensively sometimes he could be easily cooked. And I expect Real Madrid to press us very, very hard in the first 20 minutes. And having Eric Garcia as a center back would be amazing for us. So I really hope Eric Garcia starts and Jules Koundé on the right and Kubarsi and Alejandro Balde. I mean, the usual lineup that we had. So I really hope Eric Garcia start as a center back. And I love Araujo, and he's been somewhat good this season. And unless until that game, what you say against Sevilla, Bozo moment. Man, I would rather have him as a striker, man.
But you know what it is, bro. Like, you know Rafiki. Rafiki's usually on the panel show. I mean, he can't make it today, but he said something like, "Yo, start Araujo in these big games because we can't babysit this guy. The guy's like 26, bro. It's like we gotta know if the guy is gonna be the future or he's not gonna be good enough, so we can sell him." Like, and I was actually like, "Yo, that's actually a very good point." Because coming to the summer, I don't want to be like iffy about Araujo. I want to be like, yeah, he's definitely staying, or yeah, he's definitely on the trade block, you know, or not. It's not the NBA, my bad, bro. I watch too much NBA. But like, you know, like we're gonna sell this guy. I don't want to be an in-between position with him like anymore, bro. I want him in or out. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm like, bro, you're the captain. You should be our best center back. I'm gonna play you in the big games, bro. But guys, before EJ talk, big up EJ, by the way. Smash up the likes.
Okay.
Over 40 people in the building. Guys, let's get to a bare minimum 35 likes. Come on now. Do not move like Vinicius Jr. in this El Clasico. It doesn't matter. Yo, where you at? Eric Garcia is locking up Vinicius, bro. The guy's been balling out. But EJ, what are you saying? Big up, right? And then, I mean, say your initial thoughts for El Clasico. And then what do you want the back line to be, bro?
First of all, I was going to say, I'm so glad Yamal said what he said. That's what we need from Barcelona players. I think that shows a lot of confidence. You guys were mentioning earlier about a lot of players, you know, they're very PR Martians. No one really says what they feel anymore. So I'm glad Yamal said that. That tells me he's confident. It makes me more excited about this game. As for our backline, I definitely do not want Araujo to start. For a game like this, he's very mistake prone. I don't want him to get a penalty like within the first 5 minutes. This game is way too, in my mind, important to start Araujo. Yes, I do agree we need to start him for important games at some point, but not this game. This is El Clasico, and I just feel starting Araujo is way too risky. So I would probably go with the Balde, Kubarsi, Eric Garcia, Koundé backline. But definitely not Araujo though.
Oh yeah, fair enough. And then
Yeah,
what about we already said?
Sorry. I got a very interesting question for you guys.
Yeah.
So last season, Inigo Martinez, he was stupendous, right? He was amazing for us.
Yeah.
But before last season, we really had question marks about Inigo Martinez, right? Like, was he fit for the Barcelona? Should he really stay at Barcelona? Because before last season wasn't not the best, right? And then last year was like basically a revelation for us. Do you guys think Eric Garcia could be that guy this season?
I like
Eric
that. I like that question. I like that
revelation
question.
that just
But
steps
my
up.
problem is this, though, Leo. I think Eric can be that guy, but I don't think as a center back. I think as a right back, he's been playing his best football like I've ever seen. Like I don't think it's always he's like a utility guy, but his best position is actually right back for me. So I mean, I don't know if he's going to be an ego, but I think he's definitely going to be a good player in the squad. But I mean, what y'all saying about that?
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna give my thoughts on Eric Garcia. As I said, I think he's been Barcelona's best center back or best defender so far at the start of this season. Under Hansi Flick, you've seen him place his trust in multiple instances. At the start of the season, you saw Jules Koundé not even feature or feature coming off of the bench because Eric Garcia was doing so well, and he's been deployed everywhere. He's been played in the center back position, in the right back position, in the left back, and he's been doing fantastically well. I do think as the season is progressing, we're going to need to figure out that pairing for the big games because we can't be going into this match, guys, and just discussing, hey, who's going to be playing. No, there's going to be starters and there's going to be people who are going to be coming off the bench to just add some impact. And I think as the season progresses, we're going to see that partnership between Eric Garcia and Cuarsi develop. Those are my opinions on how the season is going to progress in regards to that center back pairing. I think it's going to be really important.
Yeah, and particularly given how we played, because Highland required a lot of coordination and trust between the players. I think it does matter to have some consistency over time, so they could develop some rhythm. I think that's what helped Inigo Martinez and Kubasi last year. Because they played together so often, they were able to get the timing quite right. We've had so many different players in the back line this season, and I believe that's definitely affecting our timing. That's why more teams are beating the offside trap more effectively. Of course, with the pressing also, when you don't have the same people playing all the time, it's really hard to get that timing correctly.
No, I completely agree with that point, AJ. That's a good point because what helped Inigo Martinez last season was Araujo was actually our starter, but he got injured in the Copa America or something. So that was what made Inigo Martinez our starter, and Christensen was also injured. So Inigo Martinez had a golden opportunity to be a starter, and him and Kubarsi, like AJ mentioned, they have been consistently playing together. And this season we haven't seen that. So unless Eric Garcia and Kubarsi play most of the games up until 2026 earlier, that's when we can see if he will be our Inigo Martinez or not. But as of right now, it's too much interchangeable stuff that happening. One game he playing right back. So unless we see some consistency of him playing as a center back, it's too early to judge if he will be our next Inigo Martinez.
Yeah, big up to this guy in the chat. Yo, guys, smash up the likes. Keep on smashing likes. Let's get to 40 likes ASAP. But I do want to show you guys right here. I mean, he said, where is Andres? Andres is not, bro, guys, y'all saw, right? Andres is not even in the squad list, bro. It's actually insane. Hold up. Let me share the screen real quick. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at right now. Basically, yeah, Andres is legit not even on the squad list, bro. I mean, it's pretty small. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the defenders are Balde, Araujo, Kubarsi, Martin, Koundé, Eric, Joffrey, and I mean this La Masia kid, bro, Xavi Espar. I don't know if I said his name right, but there's no Andreas, bro. I don't think he's injured though. Isn't he just sick? I seen something like that.
Yeah, him and Frankie de Jong got the same sickness, right?
Yeah.
And somehow Frankie de Jong came earlier. So
Yeah,
I don't know what's.
They weren't really able to, to train these past couple of days. And, in regards to Christensen, I do think that that's another option that Hansi Flick should be exploring because Christensen's been playing really well for the Danish national team whenever he's been receiving minutes. We saw in the couple instances where he was able to come on last season. He played well. He's a very smart, intelligent defender. He's absolutely fantastic. He's, I would say, old reliable necessarily. You know that he's going to be giving you consistent 7 out of 10s, but he's made of glass. His physicality just isn't there. And we've seen Hansi Flick not place trust on him for large periods of matches. And I would like to see him, feature in this Barcelona team more. So that's why I see Eric Garcia ahead of him. Just simply the trust from the coach.
I mean, listen, guys, I have to say this. I mean, does anybody want to speak on Andreas or?
I mean, I so you would think Andreas Christensen from his profile is probably you think is the most he should be one of our best defenders. So I always worry. I wonder why Flick doesn't play him that often. I really thought that by this point of his career in Barcelona, it seemed to me it was going to be the natural replacement for Inigo Martinez. So I don't know what's going on in training, why he doesn't play more often. I understand he's very injury prone, or he's not injured right now. At least he wasn't injured the last few, but yet he still does not get a lot of play time. So I wonder, is our perception of him incorrect? Does Flick see something in training that we aren't seeing? Because I see no reason. I really thought he was going to be the natural successor to Inigo Martinez. But yeah,
I have to say this, EJ, real quick. I just have to, my bad for cutting out, but bro, I don't care. Listen, I know Flick is the coach and he knows more than me, but bro, there's no way Andreas is that bad. We're in the back line that's not performing, that he cannot even get a start. I just don't buy that, bro. There's no way. I mean, does he not show up? Does he show up late to training? Footballing wise. Maybe
we would have gotten pushed
that. So what do you think the reason is for it, though? So why do you think he's not playing? So if we all believe he should be playing, but yeah, he's not. What do you think? What's the explanation for it then?
Maybe it's a decision from the board, bro. That's the only explanation, really. Because
I mean,
no
for
way.
me, at first I thought it was because he wanted a leader back there. That's why he was opting for Araujo in the beginning of the season. But then Eddie Garcia put up his form, and I'm sure Eddie Garcia is probably
Yeah.
loud back there in the back line. He's probably
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bit more vocal. I don't know. I haven't really seen like many clips or
I
um,
think
camera
I think
angles of Christensen being a leader.
I might
I mean,
know the reason, man. It might be because he doesn't speak Spanish, bro. And there's no communication between him and Kowalski. That's the only like reason that I can get. Like because
Yeah, I've never
Araujo
heard him
speaks
speak
Spanish,
Spanish.
Eric Garcia speaks Spanish, and he's the only one that speaks English, unless he knows how to speak Spanish. That's the only like
so I don't
logical
know.
argument.
Eric Garcia speaks. I'm sure Eric Garcia is fluent in English. He was in Manchester for a while, right? So he definitely speaks English. I mean, I don't think you really need to be that fluent in Spanish to communicate on the football field. I mean, it's not that. You can just hand
Yeah, yeah,
gestures,
that's
right?
true. But guys, I do want to move on, right? I do want to move on and speak about the stakes because I understand, and I understand from Madrid fans. Every Madrid fan saying they must win this game. Like the pressure's on Madrid. I hear it, right? But guys, I have to say something, and I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree. I feel like Barca have a lot of pressure. Maybe okay, the narratives are all in Madrid's favor, but bro, let me show you guys this. This is the league table right now. Barca are 2 points behind Madrid right now, right? And if Madrid win, they would be 5 points ahead of us. I'm not trying to start La Liga 10 games in, already 5 points behind, right? And I said it was like I said on my preview. I guess it's a bit of a hot take, but okay, forget about last season, guys. I love last season, bro. Like, legitimately, we had 4 beautiful Clásicos, but right now, technically, the league table, we need to win more. I know the narrative's injured. All this Madrid, they lost the last 4, but that's all last year. That's all last season. It's all fun and games, but this year we need to we need it more than them. If we win, we're only 1 point ahead of them. That's not the end of the world. It's just mentally wise. Maybe it takes a toll on Madrid if they don't win. But league table, it's not going to be that bad. But what are y'all saying about that, man?
Yo,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I have not even been thinking about the league table throughout this whole
Yeah,
week, bro.
yes, yes.
I just been
That-
thinking about beating Madrid, getting that bragging rights about Madrid.
yes,
I don't know.
exactly.
I totally
Absolutely. It's a
forgot about the.
classic. Fuck
Yeah,
the
man, I
league
totally
table.
forgot.
I hear
It's
it, bro. But it's like,
literally
bro,
what I think.
everybody saying
Yeah, it's
Madrid's got to
literally
win.
what
I'm
I
like, yo, we
think.
got to win, bro. What the hell?
Yeah,
Like, we got to win
exactly.
this thing.
But
Dude,
it is
this is like a
important though.
finals, man.
Exactly.
So,
But it is important though. We can't afford
Well,
to drop points as well, so we got to
I
get it up.
agree. Jonas, even if we lose, hopefully not 5 points this early onto the season, it's not the end of the world. We can make a comeback. We last season they were leading by 7 points or something, almost 10 points, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Like this is a marathon. This is a marathon. So even if we lose 5 points, is nothing in my opinion, Jonas. So we'll come back,
Yeah.
man. As
No,
of right now, I was only focusing on winning
yeah.
winning that Clásico.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
My perspective coming into this game was even if Barcelona, for example, lose, it's not the end of the world. And just looking at the league table, there's so much football left to be played, guys. Guys, we're at the end of October. We're still playing in the Champions League. We're still competing for every single trophy. There's so much left to be played. That if we lose this game, I don't think it's going to play too much of an impact in regards to the league table and in regards to that. But it is going to play a part in sort of the optics and the narratives of Barcelona so far throughout the season. Because in the big games that we played, we played 2 games. It's 2 very big games so far. The game against Newcastle, in which we won, but the game against PSG, in which we didn't win. But as well, in that second half, we were vastly, inferior to PSG in that game. Whether that be the injuries, whether that be the fatigue, Barcelona just in that half, they weren't up to par. Yes, we could have beaten PSG, but at the end of the day, we drop points. And the third big game that's coming up is against Real Madrid, our eternal rival. And in terms of optics, losing 2 out of the 3 big games that Barcelona have played so far in the season, it doesn't bode well. And that's going to add more question marks. If Barcelona were being heavily criticized, for losing against Sevilla and, dropping points against Rayo and losing against PSG, that's just going to pile up this weekend against El Clasico. Just knowing Real Madrid are going to be 5 points ahead, it's not going to be a very good look. And so, it is a must-win game for Barcelona, not only to, claw back and regain the leadership in La Liga, but also as a momentum builder, a statement that Barcelona, we're not, regressing. This isn't regression, but we're still here. We're still a very, very good Barcelona team that could compete, in the very biggest of games, and that could compete against anyone to win trophies.
But that's the thing. I think if we win this game, this is all mental because, like you guys said, like it's early in the league, so it doesn't matter that much. Like it's still October, but I think mentally wise, Madrid, what do we have to do to beat Barcelona? We played them legit every different type of way, and we lost every single time, right? So they got to win this game. But for Barca, I think, if you can beat Madrid, I think we can get back on track. Like the way we've been playing, let's be honest, guys, to start this year, it's been so up and down, and it's been mostly bad, in my opinion, performance-wise. So results have been solid. We've still been winning. We're still near the top. Still, we're gonna qualify top 8 in UCL. But I think this might be the game that potentially gets Barca on track. You know what I'm saying? Like actually, like on track. Maybe get a win streak of 7 wins in a row because it's Madrid, and these are the type of games that instill form. Like this is when you win a big game and then you go on some form. That's usually what happens, but.
Yeah, and after this game, sorry, man. After this game, real quick, we don't have many tough games. So if we win this game, we're holding that lead. We're not dropping.
Yeah, only Chelsea, maybe. If you're talking about the league or
the league.
Overall. Oh, yeah, okay.
We're going to have to play Atletico. But I consider every El Clasico to be finals to me. These are all must-win games. So no matter where we are in the season or where they are, these games, these are what I call they're all critical games from my perspective. So, and as already been mentioned, losing the game will have more of a psychological impact than the actual result impact, because we're only going to be down 5 points, which is not that big of a deal. We can come back, but psychologically, I think that's going to be quite impactful. And I would also argue winning the game is also going to benefit us psychologically, as you mentioned, Jonas.
Exactly.
So boosting our confidence. But again, for me, El Clasico, I see every single Clasico as isolated games that we have to win. And El Clasico is actually one of the few games where I don't really care how we win, as long as we win. So it doesn't matter if we play well, if we get a bullshit penalty. I just want to win. Because to me, it's like a finals. This is a game where the results, the only thing that matters is the results. That's all I care about right now. So
no, that's true. But I mean, what are you guys saying about like who's like the key players to stop for Real Madrid? Because okay, like I'm not gonna be shameless here, right? I think Arda Guler is the guy to stop. I mean, a lot of people say that I overrate Arda, but I generally believe he's a good player. I feel like if you don't think Arda is a good player, come on, bro. Like take bias aside for 1 second. I think if we can stop Arda and we could press well, and that's basically the basics. Man mark Arda a bit. Maybe Frankie gets that job. Maybe Frankie has a lot on his plate because he's got to man mark Arda, and offensively he's got to carry a bit from the back. But then also, I want Barca to press well. I think the players will press well, though. If the players cannot get up for an El Clasico, when are they going to get up? When are they going to press well? If they can't, exactly. EJ, I'm very confident that players are going to run because it's El Clasico. The effort's always been there in El Clasico. So I think that's going to be cool. But can we stop Arda? Can we also limit Mbappe's chances? That's really because Mbappe's cooking right now. Mbappe's been phenomenal, bro. But what are y'all saying about keys to stop Madrid?
I don't think we should game plan to stop Madrid. We should play our game. We should go there, play our game as if we should take the initiative, try keep the ball, and not worry about trying to stop Madrid. Madrid is going to do what they want to do. But if they don't have the ball, they really can't do much. So fuck them. So yes, but I do agree with you. The Arda Guler, in my mind, is the most important player. He's the only creative player they actually have. Yeah, exactly. But I don't think we should be going and trying to man mark him. No, we should play our game and let them come get the ball from us.
No, I agree because I remember, I don't know if you guys remember the last 17-18 where we beat them 3-0, and Zidane actually approached that game. If we actually go like line up on paper, they had the better team. But Zidane decided to man mark Messi and put Mateo Kovacic on him, which ended up costing. If you guys remember the first goal that Barcelona scored, Ivan Rakitic had the ball, and Mateo Kovacic, instead of like going at him, he was just running behind Messi, and then which ended up like making us score. So, like AJ said, we should just go into the game like play our style. Don't even like plan. Like let Madrid play and then like just be inferior like with this mindset. No, let's just play our game and take the game to them. This is El Clasico, man. I mean, Arda Guler, as you mentioned, he's a good player, and the only way this guy can be stopped, to be honest, or what you say, what he likes to do is have the time and
Because
space.
you know
So we
what it
have
is,
to
Mario.
limit
Like
the time, spaces.
my
Go
bad,
ahead.
but it's just that Guler is like, bro, and I know a lot of people in the chat are saying Guler is overrated, but it's like, bro, I'm not scared of Bellingham, bro. Like Bellingham's not gonna pick us out like that. He might score, but he's not gonna destroy us like that. It's not gonna be Camavinga's good, but I don't think he's gonna be dominant against Barca like that. I don't think he's gonna be too many. If it's any guy, like who is it gonna be from Madrid in their midfield that's gonna step up?
It has to be what you say, Guler.
It has
Valverde,
to
to
be
be honest,
Arda. Nobody
I
else is gonna
don't.
do it.
He's a right back now, so I don't think he's gonna play as what you say, midfield.
That's actually one guy I'm worried about, Valverde.
Valverde. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
because
I'm scared of.
It's just a
I'm
matter
scared
of how we
Tchouaméni.
play. That's why. Because like we
Yeah.
saw what Hakimi did to us, how easily just we left wide areas so open. Hakimi exposed it pretty easy. Nuno Mendes too. So if we give that area to Valverde easily, we know in the final third he makes great crosses. He's very effective in the final third. So he's one guy I'm definitely worried about as much as out of the Guler. But I totally agree that just play our game and
No.
we'll be good. We just gotta be on it.
No, yeah, I mean, we've seen Barcelona perform last season. When we're at the highest level, our ceiling is much. It's the highest in football. When Barcelona last season were playing at their very very best, I don't think there was a single team in Europe that could match Barcelona. Maybe you could say PSG, but because of the way that they were playing. But Barcelona, if the pressing is there, if our players are intense, if we're able to recover the ball well, and time, our defensive high line well, I don't think Real Madrid can necessarily harm Barcelona to the extent to win the match. And I would say that the two players where I would say, hey, we have to shut down are Arda Guler and Mbappe, because when we talk about Mbappe, in the goal scoring streak that he's been on, he's a player who, if he's able to get time and space on the ball, we've seen him, score lots of goals against Barcelona these last upcoming Clásicos. That he's one player that we do have to watch out for and make sure that we pay a close eye attention. And we're gonna have to have Cubarsí and Eric Garcia or whoever starts in that back line, make sure that they keep an eye on him, because a one run, one pass, and he's through on goal against Chesney.
And you know where it is
So
also. EJ, go ahead.
So I do agree that Mbappe has to be stopped, but I don't think there's any one specific strategy to stop him. But just if we play our game the way, if we're pressing appropriately, limiting the time on the ball for their midfielders, make sure our back line is well organized. That's all we got to do. But we can't just if we don't need to focus on him specifically. If we play the game the way we're supposed to play the game, then that's going to take off stuff. Mbappe is going to get a chance. I mean, that's going to happen. I mean, I'll be stunned if Mbappe does not get a good chance on goal. That's going to happen. Hopefully Chelsea does something, but we cannot worry about him specifically. We need to worry about ourselves and try to score as much as we can. And one advantage we do have, and this may be paradoxical, the Estadio Bernabeu actually favors us, right? And this is the reason why.
I agree with that, by the way.
So if you think about historically, most of we've had some ridiculously big victories at Estadio Bernabeu.
Yeah.
And the reason is this: when Madrid concedes against us, they crumble, they become nervous. They play scared in their stadium against Barcelona in particularly, because we've embarrassed them so many times at that stadium. So if we score first, if we score against them first, game's over. They're going to crumble, guaranteed, because they're going to be so nervous with that crowd. When we go there, we're never nervous. So I think going to play at the Estadio Bernabeu is actually to our favor, in my opinion.
I agree with that, guys, because I'm not gonna lie, this Barca team, I think there's pressure on us, but I think they're gonna feel less pressure away. At home, if you're disappointing your home fans, I could see some of our players maybe not playing good, but it's their fans. Like, bro, if they're booing, who cares? They're the away fans. And I could see Madrid, the pressure getting to them. If they're not playing good in that first half, if it's 1-0 Barca, and Barca have been bad and they get the first goal, I can see Madrid crumbling. And let's be honest, how many big dubs have we had in the Bernabeu? I always tell Madrid fans, the Bernabeu has treated us nicely. When I say nicely, it's like it's our second home. Like, we got the keys to it, bro. Like, it's been beautiful. So
that's why this is my house. That's why your mom said that last time. This is my house. This is my house.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. So if Yamal is saying doing all of that, right? Yamal is legit like, brother, this guy's walking into your house like didn't even ask to take his shoes off, bro. He shows you no respect, bro. I think the playing at the Bernabeu actually is gonna favor us more than playing at home because had we been home, now there's kind of pressure. We have to deliver. We have to play good. But I mean, what are y'all saying, Guler, Leo, and Warrior about playing at the Bernabeu instead?
Bro, you know, at one point they used to call it Santiago Bernabeu. I don't know if you guys remember.
It's still the Santiago Bernabeu. It's still the Bernabeu.
When he scored a hat trick back in 13-14. I mean,
I never played there.
but you know,
Yeah, like Leo, bro.
but you know, the 50 when they won the three-peat Champions League, and I said this on Chaos as well, they lost every La Liga at Santiago Bernabeu when they were dominating Europe. So I'm not worried. And 2022, when we pull up with Aubameyang, Ferran Torres, we always beat these guys, man, 4-0. So that's one of the reasons that I'm actually confident going into this game, man, because our history in that stadium is fantastic.
Yo, Warrior. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, and I'll let the other guys speak. Bro, the perfect example. Remember the Copa del Rey? We lost at 4-1 on aggregate. Remember it was 1-0 we went away, and then we lost at our home, 4-0 at our home. I genuinely believe the Clasico, there's so much pressure that usually it's the home team that breaks. I'm not even joking. That's actually happens a lot, right? A lot of Real Madrid's wins is also at the Camp Nou. It's not. They actually have a worse record, like in recent times, at the Bernabeu. Yeah. So I don't mind playing at the Bernabeu at all. But Leo and Kule Podcast, what you saying about that?
No, I mean, we've been mentioning it time and time again. You know, it's the Bernabeu, it's Lamine's playground. We've seen Barcelona have historic wins, absolutely demolishing Real Madrid. You know, we can go all the way back to the start of the century to Barcelona. Dominating with Ronaldinho, with Messi, and now with Lamine Yamal, star after star after star, absolutely making the Santiago Bernabeu their playground. But it's going to be exciting. You're going to have that pressure from the home fans. I saw a report mentioning how the Real Madrid fans are going to be booing Lamine Yamal as soon as
they close the roof. They're going to close the roof.
They're going to close the roof. They're going to close the roof. Everything.
Boo Yamal, bro. We're gonna boo Yamal, bro.
Exactly. That's gonna just add narrative and story to the match, and I see it exciting. It's gonna be fantastic to watch, and I'm super excited for the match.
Man, like I said at the beginning, bro, it's our playground. We've been there multiple times, countless times, destroyed them, and these players got the experience. They did it last season. Hoping they can do it again one more time. And again, when it comes to feeling that pressure from their fans, like it's non-existent. They don't feel that pressure. Remember when we went to play for the Supercopa final? That whole stadium was white. We were playing in Saudi Arabia, but the whole stadium was white. Like the whole stadium was supporting Real Madrid. That's why Lamine shushed them, Balde shushed them, because they were booing us, right? They were going against us. They don't feel that pressure. So in terms of pressure and atmosphere, non-existent. It's more about the occasion, probably. But I'm confident. We'll get it out of there and destroy.
You know where it is, bro. You guys mentioned so many Clasico victories that I gotta ask you guys. It's off topic, but what's your favorite ever Clasico? Like, and chat also, what has been your favorite of ever Clasico? Because I'm not gonna lie, for me, I'll just go. Okay, I have two that I'm gonna say. Okay, and I guess they're more so recent. It's not the Pep era, but the 3-2. I know we didn't win La Liga that year, but that I was watching with my older brother, and I thought, La Liga's wraps. There's like 6 more games in the season. It's over, right, bro? When I saw Roberto running and he makes that run, and then I see Andre Gomez, Jordi Alba overlap, Messi, and then the commentator I was watching said
Alba cuts inside.
What he said, like, explodes La Liga into life. I was like, yo, but that, magical. And then I'll say the other one. That one got me flipping hyped. I thought maybe we come back in La Liga. It didn't happen. But in the moment, that was crazy. And then the other one for me is probably no Messi, right? And Suarez gets a hat trick. I love that
18-19.
one. I mean, I know you guys thought I was going to go with the 4-0 at the Bernabeu, Neymar and Suarez cooking. Actually, it's Suarez, bro, because Madrid thought that week that they're going to beat us. They thought, oh, no Messi, we're going to roll. Suarez hat trick. You know how beautiful that game Ousmane Dembele cooked, Arturo Vidal cooked.
Coutinho even scored.
Bro, you know what it was? It was pure dominance. I've never seen Barca destroy Madrid so badly, so easily without Lionel Messi. I mean, I actually have seen it, but like I just didn't expect it to be that easy. You know what I mean? Like it was fun, but
No, my favorite one was the semifinals in the Champions League. That was my
2-0.
favorite one, bro.
That one,
And
yeah, sorry.
that was beautiful.
The one
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
Bernabeu.
Yeah, 2-0 with the
Yeah.
Messi.
2-0.
Yeah, that one definitely. Yeah, that was. I think that was when we played 5 El Clásicos within like 2 weeks or so. There was
that's
5
crazy.
El Clásicos within 2 weeks. So it's called 1-2 that one's. Yeah, so that's definitely my favorite. And I'm actually gonna go a little bit further back a tad. There was, I think it was 6-2.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying 6-2 in the chat, by the way.
Yeah,
EJ, explain.
6-2. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So that was one. That's the first game Messi actually played first false nine. That was the first time he tried him in that game, and we won that game, and that pretty much wrapped up the league for us. So we dominated Madrid in that game. We destroyed them. It was a beatdown. So it's that one, and also the semifinals definitely for me.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm gonna have to go
Yeah,
with.
that was. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna say, when Messi has that cold walk, Pep versus Jose Mourinho, la manita,
Yes.
in the Camp Nou, in the Camp Nou. That moment, we see Messi. Barcelona just outplayed Real Madrid off the park. There was nothing they could do. They were just absolutely battering, Messi left, right, and center, and then he walks away with that image, looking up. You have Piqué waving.
Piqué.
People ask why I love Gerard Piqué, because this guy is a talker, bro. He'll let Madrid know they lost El Clasico, bro. Like, it's beautiful.
He's a Real Madrid hater.
Yeah, so do you see the comments he made? He was saying how Madrid hopes to have a player like Yamal. I love these master players who play for Barcelona because they hate Madrid in their core. And Yamal has that in him. Mark Bernal also. So these are the players that want playing for Barcelona. That's why when it comes to, again, I'm more confident about the game tomorrow than I was about last week. Because it's Madrid. So I know the players are going up for that game.
That's true.
Bro, I saw a tweet earlier that pissed me off because it was some guy, it was a Madrid fan replying to that because they're saying Barca players, the guys from La Masia hate Madrid, obviously because they're from Barca, right? And they try to act nonchalant, like, oh, we don't care about them. But your whole team you bought. It's not like you homegrown any of those guys, so they don't have that same love for it. So I'm like, bro, you guys, they're there because of the money. They don't care about
Hey,
the
guys,
No,
when
but
Gavi
let
did
me
the
say-
four, bro, that was
Yeah.
beautiful. Gavi
I mean-
did nothing that game. He legit went
Yeah.
to piss
He
people
only
off,
said
bro. I loved it, bro. I can't lie.
But I will say mine as the same as Guler podcast. I mean, I think that's the most iconic El Clasico of all time. The 5-0 at Santiago Bernabeu. At Camp Nou. Jose Mourinho's first ever El Clasico. There was a lot of hype going into this one. I think, Messi was also making his debut. I don't know. They kind of built like a good team as well. To see Messi absolutely cook that team, David Villa scoring a brace.
Yeah.
Man, that was just iconic, man. And I'll say an honorable mention. Kessie scoring the last minute winner, 22-23. That was, I don't know. It was not that big of a deal because Barcelona, I think, already wrapped up the La Liga by that point. But it was low-key a good.
No. We needed that win. We needed.
It. I think it was. I think we were up like 4 points and we won, so 7. But if we lost, it could have been 1. It was like something like that, bro. So it was a big goal. It was the clincher.
Yeah.
Now, bro, I can't lie. Bro, most people have said 6-2 is the best El Clasico that they think has happened. That's what everybody's saying in the chat. I mean, fair enough. Wait, Leo, what's your favorite Clasico? I don't think you said it, bro.
Yeah, so the semifinal one, the same one, the
Yes.
semifinal one for sure. And in recent times, Xavi's 4-0 was amazing because so many doubts for Xavi.
Yes.
So many doubts with the team. People were saying, we're going to destroy them because Real Madrid won the Champions League that season and everything. Easily, everyone was saying they're going to beat us. And just look what we did to them. Easily. Could have been 5-6, but Aubameyang, I don't know what he was. I don't know why he missed it. He could have had a hat trick. He could have had Hattie that day.
Can I say one as a neutral, like not a Barcelona fan or a Real Madrid fan one? It has to be the 2-2 one where Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 goals and Leo Messi scored 2 goals.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Like
They went bar for bar. I mean, that was a good Clasico, man. Messi also giving 2 amazing assists to Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi scoring a free kick and the first amazing equalizer as well. That was a good to watch, man. That was peak. I think the last peak we had, if I'm not mistaken, that was an amazing Clasico.
Now, I mean, yo, guys, I have a question, all right? Who could you guys see? Who could you guys see having a moment? You think, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's gonna be Marcus Rashford. Exactly. I think it's gonna be Marcus Rashford's El Clasico, bro. Yamal's had it. Yo, Yamal's gonna save his for
It's
later
gonna be
down the
Yamal.
road.
It's gonna be Yamal. It's
Bro,
gonna be
I'm telling
Yamal.
you, it's gonna be Rashford, bro. I
It's
think
gonna be
Rashford's
Yamal.
gonna be him, bro. Trust me, it's gonna be
I think-
MBE. He's been our best attacker the last 3 weeks, bro. I think it's gonna be him, man. I'm not joking.
Bro, Jonas, I think I've already seen the script, man. Lamine Yamal, the 80-year-old will carry Barcelona without Lewandowski. Rafinha will make this will be a legacy game for him, man. Hopefully, and he talked the talk as well before the game, man. This when he performs, hopefully, this is gonna be a iconic game for him, man. Hopefully so. So I think Lamine Yamal will step up, or Fermin Lopez as well. Outside shot.
Oh,
Outside
that's also a
Oh,
good shout.
yo, that's a
Like-
shout. I could see Fermin stepping up, bro. I genuinely probably could see Fermin delivering the goods, bro. I could see that.
Yeah, that guy does not like Real Madrid, bro.
Yeah, he hits them.
And he scored at Santiago Bernabeu 23-24 season as well.
Yeah.
And the game in the preseason where he scored against Real Madrid literally saved his career as well, because he was about to get sold, if I'm not mistaken. So Xavi told him, you have to perform in this preseason, and that game he scored with the outside of the box, amazing, crazy shot. So this guy, watch out for him.
Definitely.
Yo, guys, make sure to smash up the likes, guys. We have over 50 in the building, guys. Smash up the likes. I want at least 50 likes. Come on, guys. If you want Barca to win, we got 57 people. You guys got to smash likes. Let's get at least bare minimum 50 likes. But, right, I just want to say, guys, let's be real. Are you guys confident for this game, right? I'm not going to lie. You know, I was kind of nervous this whole week, but then I was like, bro, we're flipping Barcelona. At the end of the day, this is the Bernabeu. Why are we acting like, once again, the Bernabeu's, it's not intimidating for us. Maybe for the rest of Europe, Juventus, all these teams, Bayern Munich, they crumble. Bro, this is Barcelona, right? And I'm like, I know we haven't been played that good. I know everything makes sense for Madrid to win, but I still believe in the boys, bro. I think that honestly, guys, I think we might see our best pressing game of the season. I think that's definitely going to happen. And then I just believe in our guys, bro. Maybe it's irrational confidence. Maybe it's delusion, right? And I've been criticizing this team. You guys know me. I criticize a lot. Some people call me negative, right? But Yamal, Clásicos, look at his record. Rashford, come on. He's been playing really good recently, bro. I just have confidence, bro. I think we're going to do – the one guy I wish we had was Jan Garcia. If we had Jan Garcia,
Yes, yeah, that would have been a big difference. Yeah,
if we
that
had
would have been a
Jan
big
Garcia,
difference.
I'll be talking so much
Yeah.
more. But what is your confidence level for you guys overall, man?
So I'm fairly confident, but it's not from a rational perspective, clearly. I mean, objectively speaking, based on our performances all season, Madrid is favored to win. But I think the El Clasico goes beyond reason or ration. And furthermore, our most significant issue all season has been our pressing. And pressing comes from a lack of motivation, right? That's a big deal. When you to press effectively, you have to be someone motivated to do it very effectively. And as you mentioned earlier, and as we've all mentioned, there's one thing that would motivate Barcelona players is Madrid at the Bernabeu. So I'm pretty confident our pressing is going to be on point. So I'm not worried about that. And also, obviously, for historical reasons also. So if I had to give a percentage, well, I'll say maybe I'm 60% confident that we're going to win. And I hope we do. But I'm fairly confident about this game more than any other game we've played this season. Well, not any other game. The bigger teams we played, Paris, Newcastle, even Real, for instance. This is probably the game I'm most confident about, and hopefully, it materializes. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, guys, let's do this. Listen, we've been talking all that talk, right? Hey, Leo, start us off, bro. Predictions, right? What do you think's gonna happen, bro? Hey, listen, hey, I don't want nobody going for a draw. Like, bro, if you're saying draw, you might as well just give us the L, bro. You're not confident, right? Just give us the if you're, bro. But Leo, you start us off, bro. Man's bringing out the shades. Where's my shades at, bro? Leo, what do you think's gonna happen, bro?
Barcelona tomorrow will win
Yeah.
5-4. 3-1. 3-1. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford. 1 goal from Lamine Yamal
You said
with 2
5-1?
assists. Nah, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Chill, brother. Chill. 3-1.
Yeah, I was,
We'll keep
I was
we'll
about
keep
to say, what are you smoking?
We'll keep it at 3
Hey,
for
it
now.
could, it could happen though.
It could happen. It could happen.
happen, though. This
Lamine
is
can
the
have
burner,
a
bro.
legacy game.
But
Hey,
we'll keep
cool
it for
that
3.
podcast.
We'll keep it
What
for
you
3.
saying, Elias, bro?
I'm going for 2. I'm going for a big Barcelona victory. I have faith in the boys. I have faith in the boys. In the biggest of occasions, we've seen Barcelona play some of their best football. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith.
You know what? I'm gonna say 2-1 Barca. 2-1 Barcelona, man. I don't think we're gonna score that much. Hopefully, I'm proving wrong, but as of right now, I'm gonna go 1 goal by Rashford and Lamine Yamal, and they probably gonna score by Mbappe. So 2-1 win, hopefully.
Barcelona's definitely going to score 4 goals. We're going to score 4 goals and win. I don't know how many goals Madrid will score, but we're definitely scoring 4, without a doubt.
Sheesh.
Yo, guys, we have to win, bro. We can't be talking like this. No, we have to win. Bro, we can't just be talking crazy, bro. Like, bro, listen, guys, we're on YouTube. There's consequences, bro. Like real talk, bro. Like,
That's why I'm keeping it.
I may not
That's why
watch the game. That's just pissing me off right now, though. I may have to work.
No.
I know. I'm trying to figure that shit out. I may miss the game, though. So I'm gonna have to record it and see, you know. So, but damn.
yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie, Lamine Yamal, brother, you better deliver, bro. You got me.
EJ,
hella
you're sick.
confident,
You're
bro.
sick.
You got
You're
me
sick
like
tomorrow.
delusional
You're
right
feeling
now,
some
bro.
symptoms right now, man.
Guys,
You're feeling some symptoms.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Barcelona. I think we score not a super late winner. That doesn't always happen, but like we score in like the 79th, 80th minute, something like that. 3rd goal, bang. And you know what? I think we score the first goal. They score 2 straight. We score again. Bam. Marcus flipping Rashford. That's what I think is gonna happen. But I mean, guys, listen. I can't wear this for guys. I'll wear the shades for a whole week, right? If we win this game, that's what's on the table, bro. Until we play Elche, nobody even remembers that we play Elche next up because who cares? The CLASICO is tomorrow, bro. The biggest game in club football, guys. Be there for the watch along, guys. Tomorrow, early doors, bro. We're going to start, I think, 45, 50 minutes before the game starts. Guys, over 50 people here basically for a while. Smash up the likes and subscribe. Big up. We must, guys, we got to win tomorrow. And I can't take an L. But, yo, guys, this is going to redirect you guys to Omar BYT, right? I'm going to be live with him for a bit. And we're going to talk about El Clasico a bit more. So, guys, make sure to type Barca Reacts Raid. Type Barca Reacts Raid and show Omar BYT some love. Big up everybody. Smash up the likes. Visca Barca, and I hope we win tomorrow. Vamos. Come on.
Let's go. I'm have to